I'm here on Shanklin Beach asking a very important question. Why does Southern Water get away with filling our seas full of sewage on an almost daily basis? Private water companies in 2025 pumped about 2 million hours worth of sewage into our seas. Now, they are charging us hundreds of pounds a month for that privilege to pump sewage into the seas. Now, imagine if someone knocked on your door and said, I'll provide you water if you pay for it. You kind of go, well, water's a collectively owned natural good, but we do need it to live, so as long as it's not too much, fine. Then if they say, well, I'll charge you quite a lot of money, actually, a lot more than I charge you to give you water, to take your wastewater away and deal with it. You feel a bit over a barrel, we don't have the skills to deal with it ourselves, fine, we'll chip into that. Why are we paying these companies millions and billions of our money to take away our wastewater and just dump it into the sea? I could do that. If everyone gives me £1 million, I'll come around with a bucket, collect your slops, and I'll throw it into the sea. Now, the problem that we've got is this has become so normalised for us that we've kind of come blind to the absurdity of it all. We are paying through the nose to be mugged off, in essence. And what is more important to us than our rivers and seas? I live on a beautiful island. This is our most prized asset, both in terms of what it means to the people who live here for our mental health, for our well-being, but also for our tourism. But we're seeing events across the UK where people are doing swimming events and all these things, and they're getting ill because the seas are full of sewage. It's absolutely disgusting. And meanwhile, people are profiteering and making billions of pounds for shareholders. Now, even companies that aren't allowed to make profits for shareholders at the moment because of how rubbish they've been doing, including Southern Water, their CEO, who's coming here soon, Lawrence, I think his name is, still got a pay package of 450 grand for his wonderful services. But they weren't wonderful services to us because our bills went up. They certainly weren't wonderful services to the sea because it's full of sewage. So why is he rewarding himself with a 450 grand pay package? 2 million hours worth of crap being pumped into our seas. I don't think that's worthy of a reward. So what can we do about it? Well, the first step is let's immediately take back into public ownership every single water company. Then let's look at criminal charges for those people who have taken our money for years, neglected to invest in the infrastructure that's needed to deal with our waste, and at the same time given their shareholders lots of money, because that is criminal. Then let's take the money that we get back from those corrupt investors and actually invest it in maintaining a system that works. Maintaining a system that gives everyone clean drinking water and takes away wastewater and protects our rivers and seas. Throughout the whole of winter, for about 4 or 5 months straight, I had to check the poo cast every day before coming for a swim. And there was 5 months where I couldn't actually swim because every single day, Southern Water were filling this sea full of sewage. Now, it is literally disgusting and it's literally outrageous. And Southern Water are not the only offender. This is happening by privatised water companies across England and Wales, and something has to be done about it. Now, shout out to certain activists like Fergal Sharkey who've been raising awareness of this, because I was here the other day and there was about 60 school children who were obviously on holiday from the mainland down to enjoy their day, and I couldn't figure out a way of telling the teachers that the sewage was actually full of crap, because I checked the poo cast before I'd gone and there'd been a fresh sewage dump by Southern Water, and there were children swimming around in that. This was their only holiday. Who knows where they lived? They might not live near the beach. They've come to the beach, finally they were having such a fun time, and they were swimming around in a sea full of sewage. That is what Britain has become, because we have sold off our infrastructure to cowboys who the only thing they seem to be good at is making money and raising bills. They seem to have no talent for improving the service because it only seems to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So my question is, what are politicians doing about it? Now, Labour have said before they got into power that they would nationalise water. There are still some great Labour MPs, very few and far between, saying that they will do that. Clive Lewis, Richard Bergen, people like that. But the overall party shows absolutely no interest in doing it whatsoever. The Conservative Party, they don't even pretend to care about it. They're happy for private companies to keep making money because Tory's going to Tory. And Reform UK, again, only care about shareholder profit, so they're not going to do anything about it. Our hope lies with the Green Party, who are going to nationalise all water companies and hold water companies to account for their corrupt activity. So that's where our hope lies, if I'm completely honest. You can support groups like We Own It as well, who are raising awareness and putting pressure on governments to take utilities back into our national hands. So, If we want to reclaim our rivers and seas, which I think most of us do, we need to keep talking about this issue. We need to share this issue, so please share this video, and we need to keep raising awareness. If you go onto the Surfers Against Seas interactive map, you can actually report it to your MP every time there is a sewage link. Now, my MP will have had about 50 or 100 of them from me this year. Haven't replied yet. But let's keep doing that. Let's show people that this isn't going away, and let's show people that we care about it, and let's save our seas. Peace. Make sure you subscribe.